Hi, my name is Paul Jacques, and if you feel like this and you're out there searching for software for your HVAC or plumbing service company, I know just how you feel. I've actually been helping our clients for over 37 years in the mechanical contracting industry to find software that fits specifically for their unique needs. What I've done is come up with some ideas, if you will, or some tips that I can give you in your searching process for software. Over all these years, of course, I've come up with my own objectives and things that I look for in software. Yours may be a little bit different, and that's okay, but I'll give you these guidelines just so that I can maybe help to streamline your process. If I can be of further help or assistance, please feel free to give me a call. We have selected some products that we feel to be the better products out there for mechanical contractors, and I'm more than happy to share those with you at the end of the video. Okay, since most people start with Google, you can go there, but really Google is a search engine. There's a lot of advertising out there and it gives you a lot of different software options for service, but it's not real helpful. So since most people are using QuickBooks, I'm going to try to keep this video fairly short and give you some guidelines in your review process. If you happen not to want to use QuickBooks, or you've got a different type of an accounting program and you want to find out what service products are out there, feel free to give me a call at any time and I'll give you some recommendations based on your specific needs. Here are some simple questions though to start with if you're a QuickBooks user. Number one, are you using QuickBooks? Yes or no? Number two, do you plan to continue using QuickBooks? Number three, if you're already using QuickBooks, would you even consider buying another customer billing or bookkeeping program? Now, most people that are QuickBooks users will answer these questions like this. Of course, they don't want to duplicate their billing and their bookkeeping, so why buy another accounting or billing program that just does duplicate what they've already got going on in QuickBooks? Now, this is a very important point. The next question to consider is, are you looking for generic service software or service software that's designed specifically for the way you run your HVAC and plumbing business? Now, there's a lot of different products that are out there, and you should really check these software companies' websites and look for something called possibly industries to find out if they're specifically designed only for your type of business or if they're more generic in scope and they work for things like landscape and locksmith and pest control and door companies. Take a look and make sure, because if in fact you are an HVAC and plumbing business, you'll probably want to get something that's more tailored for your specific type of operation. There are really three different types of HVAC plumbing service software that's designed specifically for QuickBooks. The first type is service software that seamlessly plugs directly into your QuickBooks. This means that QuickBooks continues to do your customer billing and all of the other functions that it already possibly does in your office. So nothing changes when it comes to QuickBooks, including the billing. It's still one program. The second type of products that are out there are called all-in-one programs. These types of programs are proprietary in that they do their own customer billing and invoicing, and a lot of these programs have their own accounting built into them as well. With these products, you actually end up having two billing programs, QuickBooks and the proprietary service software product. The third type of product that's out there is the cloud-based internet software products that you rent on a monthly basis. Normally, these products as well have two billing programs. One is QuickBooks that you're not using anymore to do billing. You're using the service software to actually create the invoice and then import or sync into your QuickBooks. A good example of the first type of software is the HVAC and Plumbers Pack service software from Fireline Systems. This particular company actually physically plugs directly into your QuickBooks, so you continue using QuickBooks to do your customer invoicing while their product actually helps you to do your field, mobile, and your office operations. This is a seamless interface and there's no duplication, and this company happens to be a QuickBooks development partner. The second type of product that I mentioned is what we call a generic all-in-one product. These again have their own proprietary billing and accounting programs built into them. You'll know that they're all-in-one programs when you ask the sales representative if you need to export your customers out of QuickBooks and possibly your items into their software. You should also ask them if the invoices are created in your QuickBooks. Typically these are not. They're created in their service software. And then what they do is require you to daily import or sync their invoices into your QuickBooks. Now you have to be aware, because in a lot of cases you may run into situations where their invoices are not correctly being imported and synced back into your QuickBooks. This could cause some reconciliation errors and some billing errors, and you may have to manage that process on a monthly basis to make sure and eliminate the duplication. The third type of software product that's out there are the internet cloud-based rental service software products. There's a lot of these companies now. They seem to be popping up all over the place. Very simply, these are programs where you're in your office and you're on your internet, and they basically have their corporate computers with the software that you're renting and using by turning on your internet. Now, commonly, we've got products like Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Gmail, and these products run over the internet, but they're not as time sensitive as your service software needs to be in your office. And here are some specific things to be aware of regarding rental service software. Number one, you're dependent 100% on the internet all day long, every day. If you have a slow connection or no connection to the internet, you're not using your software for scheduling or any of the other operations during the day. Number two, internet cloud-based service software products are typically paid on a monthly rental basis based on number of users, and there's no end to the payments. So although they may appear to be inexpensive initially, you need to calculate your 5 and 10-year cost of ownership. Typically with other products that you purchase, you own those products outright. The third thing to consider is how you're actually doing your invoicing. Are your invoices being created in QuickBooks, or are those invoices being created in the cloud-based software, and then you need to import and sync them into your QuickBooks, whether it's a desktop version or the online version? Another thing to consider is your financial data and your company information. If you're comfortable with the security and privacy that you have maintaining the information on your own computers, or are you comfortable giving another company that information so that they can try to protect it out on their computers? There's been a lot of activity out there over the last few years regarding information being taken off of computers, so be aware of this concern. Finally, if you stop paying for the cloud-based rental program on a monthly basis and decide to do something else, your customer history may be lost. They may be doing your backup, which is great, but because you don't own the software, your backup cannot be restored to any software product. So just be aware of this as you get involved with cloud-based software and make sure you're covered in this regard. So which type of software fits best? Service software that's designed specifically for the HVAC plumbing industry that links directly into your QuickBooks, where you're creating the invoices in your QuickBooks, an all-in-one service accounting program where they actually will create the invoices for you in their accounting program and then import and sync them into your QuickBooks, or an internet cloud-based software product where the software is physically in someone else's computer and then you're importing and syncing back into your QuickBooks. If you have any questions at all on this, feel free to give me a call. I'll be more than happy to address your specific needs and see if I can give you some directions and guidance as well. My direct telephone number is area code 661-254-8511. Hope you have a great day and best of luck in your search for HVAC and plumbing software.